Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? Please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Taurus, let's see what we've got going on here. As you can see, I don't have the cards already laid out for this round of readings. We're doing things a little bit different. So let's start, Taurus, with this past energy. What has Taurus been dealing with? What has Taurus been dealing with? Boop, 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 boop. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You don't let your past hold you back. So things have been tough. I feel like you've been stuck in a rut of some sort. And I feel like that rut has felt very never ending, almost as if maybe it was one thing after another, or kind of just like feeling as if nothing could go right. Like it's like we couldn't catch a break in a way. So where is Taurus at now? I mean, the full moon, card is very much about closing out cycles. And I feel like, I feel like this is something you've been stuck dealing with for a while, like I said. So where is Taurus at right now? What is Taurus's current energy here? Believe in the impossible. Okay, that's a lot. Believe in the impossible. Communication is key. It's time to release negativity and look at the bigger picture. Okay. I feel like whatever cycle you're in, like I said, it feels as if it's been never ending. And I feel like you've been stuck in a very heavy energy, and I feel like it feels impossible that you're going to find your way out of it, almost as if like the other side of the cycle seems too good to be true. Now this communication is key card is kind of interesting because I feel like it's making sure that you are being just kind of like open and honest about what you need and where you're at with the people around you. I don't feel like right now is a time to hide. I don't feel like right now is a time to hold back. With this, it's time to release negativity. I feel like anything that does end up, maybe leaving your life, or any discourse that is created because you're speaking your truth or because you're being honest, are things that aren't really meant for you in the first place. Anything that is lost because we're speaking our truth is not actually a loss, it's alignment. And sometimes we feel like we need to change who we are, or lower our standards, or hold back our needs or where we're at, because we feel like if we don't, then we're going to mess something up. I saw something once. It was like, if you are about to say something important and you stop and you think like, oh, well, if I say this, it could mess things up, then that probably means things are already a little bit of a mess, because anything that requires you to hold back who you really are is going to keep you stuck in a cycle of being forced to make yourself small, or to hold back, like I said, like what you feel. And so I feel like as you navigate your way out of the cycle, which I feel like you need to know, there is an end in sight to this cycle, but I feel like I said, it doesn't seem like right now is really a time to hold back. Now, I don't mean like full steam ahead, tell everyone in your life to go screw themselves. That's not what I'm saying. But just making sure that, as you're navigating these experiences, making sure that you're staying true to who you are and what it is that you need. All right, so what does Taurus need to know moving forward? And believe in the impossible. I don't know what feels impossible. I feel like I said, like things improving feels impossible, or luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. Have faith in your dreams. A new start is coming. This luck is on your side card, I feel like, is really important. I feel like it's really, really important for you to know that that thing, I don't want to say like it feels like things will turn out in your favor in some way here, which might be hard to believe because of what you've kind of been going through. But I feel like there's more to this luck is on your side card. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more clarity on these messages. Let's start with this past energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And remember, this is just overall energy. We'll dive deeper into the story with tarot. But I just like to clarify these specific cards. End of a cycle approaches. So what has Taurus been dealing with? We know it's been tough. Definitely painful. Oh, and it's felt so stagnant. And this 9 of Wands in reverse card is very much this energy of like one thing after another. And I feel like it has felt as if like happiness or peace or freedom or stability or whatever it is that you're desiring, it feels like it's been so far out of reach, I feel like, for a really long time. And it's almost like kept you in this energy of stagnation, because I feel like well, at the same time, I feel like these obstacles, these challenges, whatever you want to call them, that you've been going through were kind of also in some way opportunities. And I feel like that's why right now is a time to really make sure you are standing tall in your power and stepping into your truth, because I feel like the more that you align with that, the more that things are going to work out in your favor. So I feel like as you are moving through this, that is like the most important thing, is that understand like there are solutions, things are going to work out in your favor, but the extent to which they will is going to determine the extent to which you stay like in alignment, like I said, with your power, with your truth. Like, don't back down. I don't know. All right, what else does Taurus need to know right now? So this is shifting gears. You have believe in the impossible. So life's kind of been kicking you while you're down recently, Taurus, and I feel like that's kind of been a general theme with earth sign energy in the readings that I've done the past couple of days. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, so feeling a little bit powerless. I feel like that makes a lot of sense, and it's because of this cycle. Feeling a little bit powerless. 5 of Wands just feels like just consistent resistance. It feels like every time maybe you feel like you're taking a step in the right direction, you get pulled back, or something else goes wrong, or it's like you finally get your air conditioner fixed and then your oven breaks, and then you finally, get a new oven and then your dog gets sick. It's like it just feels like it's been really difficult for you to keep a positive mindset, an optimistic mentality, a faith-driven mentality. And I feel like no one can blame you for that, because I do feel like you've really gone through it recently, and that, like I said, has made you kind of feel maybe a little bit powerless, almost as if it's like, what's the point? Like, no matter how hard I try, things never work out, or they always end up, I end up getting screwed over, or whatever the case is. And I feel like though that may have been true for you as of recently, I don't feel like that's going to be true for you overall. A lot of times when things don't feel all right, like when it still feels like we're in the midst of a storm, because I feel like that's what this is. It's like a storm that you're kind of stuck in. It's hard for us to see that storm will pass. And I feel like this is, Spirit's way of kind of telling you like it will pass. Don't lose yourself in it. It's just not an easy thing to do. What does Taurus need to know moving forward? You have luck is on your side. One of my favorite mantras really is this too shall pass. Everything always passes. The sun always shines again. Luck is on your side here. Ooh. Okay, 10 of Wands. Yeah, this has been really heavy. I feel like there's been a lot of energies involved in this too. And a lot of a lot of injustice. How do I say that? Like, bad guys looking like the good guys kind of vibe. Oh my gosh, this feels very familiar to a Taurus reading I did a couple weeks ago. And I feel like it just feels as if maybe right now you're in the midst of feeling like maybe the bad guys have won. Because I talked about this. I was like, I brought up superhero movies and how my husband is really, really into superhero movies, into Marvel. And I watched all of Marvel with him. And I've noticed that there's always this point in superhero movies where it looks like the villain's going to win. And then, the good guys come in and eventually the good guys win. But there's always this moment where you're like, oh my gosh, there's no way the good guys are going to win. And I've really learned that, I'm not applying my life to superhero movies, but I've learned in my own life that the more that, we move forward with our own truths and your empathy and your heart open, like, things really do end up working. Like, the truth always reveals itself in some way. And I feel like that's what this is, what you need to know is, like, there might be a lot that's out of your control or a lot that you feel is really unfair, but I feel like it's like the truth will prevail. Luck is on your side. Like, I feel like that's what you need to know is that things are going to balance out the way, because literally Wheel of Fortune with Two of Pentacles, both kind of like balance and kind of karmic balance with that Wheel of Fortune. Like, I feel like it's like things will balance out karmically in some way, even if it feels very much like it's not going to. Especially if it's you've been stuck in the cycle and it's felt like there's no end in sight for a while. Overall theme of this reading for Taurus. So I don't know if maybe that's why this is similar to the reading I did a couple weeks ago is because you've been stuck in this for a while. Cycles don't only last like a week or two, which is sometimes I've noticed that my readings can be kind of similar when I do them in a short period of time because the energy doesn't shift that much within a couple weeks. But I do think that this is just almost like hounding on that point. I don't remember what I titled that reading, but all right, overall theme of this reading for Taurus. So it's been heavy. You've been carrying a lot. Show your support, gratitude, and appreciation, and trust your own understanding. So trusting yourself right now is absolutely key. And I feel like, trusting in your heart, trusting in your intentions, trusting in who you are, really finding that inner confidence in that. And with the show your support card, it's almost like, and it sounds, I feel like a little bit cheesy, but really putting that support towards yourself. If you feel very alone right now and you feel like no one is supporting you, no one is backing you, no one has you, you have you. You have your back. And that's really, at the end of the day, that's really all you need. You know who you are, you know what your intentions are, you know the truth, right? You know what your heart is. So understanding that you've got you, the universe has you, you are not alone in this situation. And I think that the more that things feel like they're going wrong, the harder it is to believe that the universe does have our back, right? But I do think with what's kind of coming through in this reading, it kind of feels like I said, that's always kind of the way that it goes. It's there's always situations where it feels like things are just not going to work out, or you're going to be the one getting screwed over, whatever the case is, and then things always tend to work out at the end. And if it feels like it's not working out, that means it's not the end. I think that that's really important for some Taurus collective out there to know. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this story. So what about this cycle? What cycle has Taurus been stuck in here? What cycle has Taurus been stuck in? The Emperor in reverse. That doesn't feel like that one's in reverse. It's the Five of Pentacles, but I don't think it's supposed to be in reverse. Somewhat. Oh. So Emperor reverse, Five of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Someone maybe in a position of power over you, or like someone being very controlling. There could be manipulation involved. There's something, someone's making you look like the bad guy, or like flipping the story in a way, because I feel like you, based on this collective energy, it, like whatever Taurus collective I'm specifically speaking to, it feels like you, I'm not going to say you didn't do anything wrong in this situation, because there's always ways we can improve. So I know, and I don't think that there's ever like complete innocence. But I do feel like you were done wrong, but yet somehow it's getting flipped on you as if you... So there's maybe some lying, like I said, manipulation, some not so great energy surrounding you. And I feel like you've been dealing, maybe it's a group of people, maybe it's one person, maybe it's, I don't know, but I feel like it's been impacting your life in a negative way for a while. It's like you can't break out from underneath this energy, can't get out from underneath this energy. And I feel like on top of that, with the 9 of Wands in reverse, it just feels like every time it feels like things are improving, I know there's like more struggle. I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it because, yeah, you've been made to be the bad guy in a situation where you were actually the one who was done wrong. And like with the 5 of Pentacles, like maybe you've even lost money or friends or, I mean, relationships. I don't know, like you've lost things over this. Sleep, I don't know. Your mental health maybe struggling. It's like this has negatively impacted you the most here. Like I could think of like, you know, you're in like a not so good relationship with someone, and then like you, like say you're in a marriage and you go to get a divorce from that person, and then that person like tries to take all your money even though they're the real, like that's kind of the vibe I get. Like, and I'm not saying that is the story, okay? I haven't seen the Justice card, and I'm not saying there's legality or legal stuff involved, legality, like whatever. But I don't know, I get that vibe that like you were made to be the bad guy in a situation where you were the one who was done wrong here. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know about their current energy? What is the story of what Taurus is dealing with now? So now I feel like you're dealing with maybe the aftermath of this, or you're still in the middle of this. I'm not sure. This 5 of Wands could indicate that you're in the middle of this. The 10 of Cups. And there's the manipulation. I knew we were going to see it. King of Cups in reverse and King of Swords in reverse and the Moon. And here's where I feel like it's challenging is I feel like you just want peace, or you just want, like, I honestly feel like you just want this to be over. You just want... Let me clarify this 10 of Cups. Because I feel like this was, whatever you're dealing with, maybe it's someone you really trusted, or you really, like, cared about deeply, and maybe even still do. The Devil energy here. Yeah, someone did a little switcheroo on you. Someone did a little switcheroo on you here, Taurus. Because, yeah, it's someone that, or a group of people, I don't know, a parent, it's like someone that you really saw maybe was going to be in your life for a really long time, or it was going to be a really important part of your life. And then, I don't know, I don't like this energy though. I mean, this is like, I've always kind of seen this King of Cups in reverse as kind of like more emotional manipulation type stuff. King of Swords in reverse, very much like mental, like that's the lying, the gaslighting. Like, I don't like it. And I feel like I just feel like that's why right now is not the time to back down or to hold back. Like, don't give up this fight, because I feel like this is a fight you will win. Now, there's a lot of fear. This is bringing up a lot of fear for you. Maybe fear of, am I going to have the resources that I need? Or is, loss of any sort is hard, especially if you feel like it's unjust. I haven't seen the Justice card. But I feel like this Devil energy is this indication that there's a lot of really negative influences in this. That it's like you're having to fight through some darkness, like maybe some darker energies. And this Hierophant here, I mean, remember we did see, did we see look at the bigger picture? So look at the bigger picture in this current energy with believe in the impossible. And I feel like that's why, like, keeping that bigger perspective of like, I don't know how, but I'm going to be okay. The universe has my back. Like, the truth will prevail. The truth always comes out. Like, I'm good. Everything's going to work out. Like, everything's going to be fine. And I feel like and I feel like that's what you're needing to really lean on right now, because I feel like you have a lot of reasons to believe that maybe things aren't going to be okay, or I don't know. Because, yeah, there's a lot of fear, which I get. I get why. But you have luck is on your side. You have luck is on your side. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know moving forward? There's the truth. Judgment. Judgment is always, to me, it's like the truth coming out, the truth being presented, like Judgment Day kind of thing. The Eight of Swords in reverse. There's the freedom. I feel like this is you. This is freedom. The truth. The truth will come out. Oh my gosh. Justice. I was wondering why we hadn't seen it. It's like the truth will come out. Justice will be served, if you will. And then there's this freedom. It's like, because I feel like you felt very trapped, or like I said, like there's nothing you can do about this. Like that's the vibe that I get, this energy of feeling so powerless. There's nothing I can do. Like this person has ruined my life or ruined my career or whatever the case is. Like there's this energy of there's nothing. And I feel like Spirit is saying you don't need to do anything. Like you're good. Like we've got your back. It might not look like it right now, but trust that in the end, things are going to work out for you. Because the Six of Cups, I feel like, is like justice that you've been owed. Because again, like Six of Cups is kind of past energy. It's like justice from the past, justice that you've been owed. The truth comes out and it's like you're like clearing your name almost. Like you've been falsely accused. It's like clearing your name. So interesting. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's all you need to know. So right now, trust yourself. You know the truth. You know who you are. You know where your heart is. Like, you don't need, if you feel like other people have abandoned you that you've experienced a lot of loss because of this, like, you don't need to worry about that. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to not worry about, because like anyone's going to worry about that. Okay. So I'm not saying just don't worry about it. It's fine. What I'm saying is try to hold on in the back of your mind, like that hope that like, okay, everything's going to be okay in the end. Because I do really feel like that's what this reading is talking about. I mean, I even just seeing this justice, it's like, yeah, okay. That's, you know, that's you. It's like the truth, seeing the truth come out with the judgment leads to the justice. And I said karmic balance, like that's what this is. Karmic balance. So it's good. Okay, I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to dive deeper into this, see if we can get a little bit more clarity and really dive into some advice, like what you can do right now to move forward in alignment with your higher self, you know, figuring out, you know, what's within your control and what you can focus on. So like I said, any information for that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Taurus, for your support of my channel. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right. Bye, Taurus.